Hello everyone, Animathist here to bring you my last half of August, September, and October haul for 2017, of course. I got quite a bit, I guess, but I will be quite honest with you. I kind of forgot if I've shown some stuff already. I'm pretty sure I haven't. I have a pretty good memory, and I'm almost positive I haven't with some of the stuff, or I got it right, but I might have forgotten something, but whatever. So here we go. So let's just start things off, I guess. So starting things off, we have Manga Volume 26. I absolutely love this cover. Yeah, this is probably my favorite cover in the series, if not out of my collection almost. It's definitely up there. I love the cool colors, and like Judar and Hakuryu are two of my favorite characters in the series, even though, like I said before, I'm sure I'm not the biggest hardcore fan of Magi, even though I should be. It's kind of weird. I just haven't had, I guess, time enough to get that invested or whatever, or I keep like, I don't know, falling out of it sounds harsh, but kinda. It's not really the manga's fault, really, it's more me thing, though, because, I mean, I know the story and characters should appeal to me perfectly fine. But yeah, it's probably just a time and school thing and whatnot. But yeah, so, we have Magi Volume 26. Absolutely love it. Next, we have Assassination Classroom Volume 18. I absolutely adore the anime of Assassination Classroom, and I've read the manga, not all of it, but before I finished the anime I was reading it some, but I kind of just stopped and just finished it up with the anime. But Assassination Classroom is great. I really like this cover. I only have Volume 17 and 18 of Vast Class. I just decided to get to pick up the last few volumes so I can get motivated to get the rest leading up to it. And like if I just pick up one every time it comes out, I feel like it will be less of like, oh, I need 20 volumes of Vast Class I have to buy. You know, it will be less overwhelming that way. But yeah, this, I don't know where this takes place in the story. I think we get some Koro Sensei backstory. Yeah, so we're going into the finale somewhat of Vast Class, since there's only volume 19 and 20 left, I think. So yeah, looking forward to that. Next, I just dropped some stuff I'm gonna have to get. I dropped some DVDs. But, so, next we have one of my favorite sports series, Kuroko's Basketball. Omnibus 8, I believe. This is one I wasn't sure if I showed you guys, but I'm pretty positive I haven't, because I'm pretty sure I got this in October, and I have made no videos since that August video. So I'm pretty positive, and this is by far, well, I don't know if I'd say by far, probably, my favorite Kuroko's cover. I really like the Almine one too, because, out of the last one, because he's my favorite character, but this, Kagami cover I really like, because it's like grayed out and like the red and the orange of the basketball just pops, and that's really just aesthetically pleasing. I'm trying to think where this takes place. I think it's after, no, it's during a, I don't want to spoil, but yeah, I know where it takes place. But yeah, so this is some of my favorite stuff in Kuroko's, for sure. Yeah, it is. So, I'm really happy to have this. There's only 6 omnibuses left until we have Kuroko's complete. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like these omnibuses because of the quality or whatever, but really, I'm just happy we're getting it. Like, I would be so even content if we got a release like this for Kingdom at this point, because I'd rather that than it just never coming out. Though I'd rather it'd be properly released if possible for this and Kingdom, but that's not going to happen, so I'll take what I can get. So Yep, Kuroko's Basketball Omnibus 8. Another favorite sports series of mine. I always go back and forth what my favorite sports series is. If it's Kuroko, if it's Eye Shield, or if it is Haikyuu. This is Haikyuu Volume 16. Oops. Wrong one, sorry. Haikyuu Volume 15 first, because I'm pretty sure this was the September one, and I haven't shown it to you guys. I'm pretty positive. So Haikyuu Volume 15. This is during the Alba Jose match. Yeah. Anyways. But yeah, so Haikyuu Volume 15. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to be careful with any sort of spoilers, even though, personally, like, I don't think it's that big of a deal for me, personally, to spoil necessarily a sports series, like matches and whatnot. But, I know some people might care. But it's just, sports series typically are always about the characters, like, they're number one. And Haikyuu has some of the just best cast out of anything I've seen almost. It's just really well written and good. So this is volume 15. And now this is probably my favorite cover in Haikyuu that I have. I think it's volume 19 or whatever. The one with Tsukishima on it is probably going to end up being my favorite, because that's my favorite character. But this one has Yamaguchi on it. And he just looks really awesome and badass. Kind of different than what he normally looks like, but I love Yamaguchi. He's not my favorite by far, but he's best friends with my favorite character though, so I like him by default. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, Haikyuu Volume 16. Absolutely gorgeous cover. I do think the best way to experience Haikyuu, for anyone wondering, is the anime. The anime is just pretty much a sports anime masterpiece in my mind. The music is so good, and it adapts everything really well. The music though really helps. And the action. With any sports series, having the action animated is always a big help. Yeah, it's just, and the art is a bit lacking in the Haikyuu manga, I'm not going to lie, but the manga itself is still worthy of being picked up and read though, so don't let anything I said discourage you from that. But I would kind of recommend reading the manga and watching the anime, but I know some people, especially with sports series, probably don't want that investment. So, you do you, I guess. Next, moving on, what am I moving on to? I guess this. We have Volume 3 of Flying Witch. Flying Witch is just a really lovely series. It's so serene and tranquil, and you kind of, just read it and enjoy it. Like, you don't have to think too hard about it. It's just a calm, peaceful series. This is Volume 3. I don't know exactly what's happening in this volume. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't read it yet. I watched the anime though, and that was a delight. But also the artwork is just very clean, very crisp lines, very dark blacks and whatnot. Very simplistic art style, but it works to Flying Witch's benefit. But yeah, so Flying Witch Volume 3. Moving on, we have Kiss Him Not Me, Volume 12. Now, I doubt this will be a surprise necessarily, but I don't have any previous volumes of Kiss Him Not Me, so you probably, so you wouldn't have seen me pick this up in any other previous hauls. So you may be wondering, like, well, why didn't you pick up the previous ones? And it's because I decided to just pick this one up, not on a whim, because I really like Kiss Him Not Me, the anime and the manga. It's just an enjoyable read. Not for everyone though, for sure, but, what was I going to say? But, yeah, Kiss Him Not Me. Just very enjoyable series, romance series, reverse harem series kind of thing with yaoi aspects, I guess. Kinda, not really, so don't let that shy you away from it. But there was something I was gonna say about it. Now I forgot. I just hate when that happens. So I may have to come back to it. But yeah, it's just super sweet series. Oh yeah, I also picked this up just because I needed free shipping and I needed something else in my cart. And I'm like, well, I really like Kiss Him Not Me, so I might as well pick up volume 12 and I can work my way, you know, backwards or whatever to get the rest. But yep, Kiss Him Not Me, volume 12. Then, this is another one I'm not sure if I've shown you already, and my hair is like sticking up in the back. Oops. Anyways, whatever. I'm sure you guys don't care that much. But this is another one I'm not sure if I've shown you already. I'm pretty sure I haven't, but it's Princess Jellyfish Omnibus 6. I really like Princess Jellyfish, though I haven't finished reading the first omnibus, which I know it's like, well, why do you keep picking it up if you haven't? And sometimes you just know if you will enjoy a series, and it's just nice to have it there when you do have free time to read it. Lately, I haven't had free time because of school. Goddamn school. It is so hectic right now. I have so many projects and group projects. But regardless, you don't need to hear about that. But yeah, Omnibus 6 of Princess Jellyfish. So I really don't know what's happening in this. I probably shouldn't spoil it for myself, though once again, I don't think this is probably a series that you really can spoil. But, yeah, so Omnibus 6. Alright, moving on to some darker series in nature, I guess. We have Ajin, Volume 10, finally. Like, I love Ajin Demi-Human so much, but it takes so long for them to come out because it's a monthly series in Japan, and Japan only just got, like, Volume 11. So it just takes a really long time for us to get these. But this is one of my favorite series, believe it or not, as far as manga goes. I just really like the story. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a really fun read. The main villain's entertaining. The main character is interesting and pretty unique in a lot of ways, I think. The IBMs or the Black Ghosts or whatever you want to call them are really cool. The artwork is super clean. I mean, that's not much. Here we go. The artwork is super nice. Yeah. There's not much to say. I just, like, when I first got this, because normally I keep up with it online, but I hadn't for this volume because I'm like, I'll just wait till the physical release comes out, so I did. So, I read this, just in one sitting, almost right when I got it, which I don't do with almost anything, so that speaks to the quality, in my opinion, or at least my love for it. So, that's Ajin Volume 10. Then we have One Punch Man Volume 12. I'm pretty sure I haven't shown this to you, but I might have. But yeah, we have Volume 12 with Garo on the cover. I haven't read this volume or Volume 11. I'm a little bit behind, not by much though. I do really like his character, and I know from what I've heard he only gets better, apparently. So I'm looking forward to that. And of course, the artwork, as always, is super nice. Super nice. And clean. And just awesome. So, another series I got is Golden Kamuy Volume 2. I really like Golden Kamuy. I was reading it online in the manga format. Like, I started reading it a while ago. Can't talk, sorry. A while ago. I haven't kept up, though. So I don't think I read really... Like, I pretty much only read the first volume online, so I haven't read this yet. I am really annoyed though that my volume came like misprinted with, as you can see, like the front cover on the spine a little. That really annoys me, but it doesn't annoy me that much. I can deal with it or live or whatever. So it is what it is. But yeah, it's a really unique, interesting kind of historical series. Yeah, so Golden Kamuy. Then, of course, because I was kind of slacking in my pickups for this, I finally went and got the rest that I needed. And that is Tokyo Ghoul, Volume 14. And I don't know why I said finally, I still have quite a bit left. Tokyo Ghoul, Volume 14. I absolutely love this cover. A lot of Tokyo Ghoul covers I love. This one in particular, though, the whites and blacks, is just very appealing. So we have Tokyo Ghoul Volume 14, which I was slacking on getting. And Tokyo Ghoul Ray. I swear that my hair is like sticking up. Oh, whatever. Anyways, then we have Tokyo Ghoul Ray. Volume 1, of course. So I still need to reread Tokyo Ghoul, and then get caught up. And then, because I know I like Tokyo Ghoul, but I know I just need to really get into it and stay with it. But yeah. So Tokyo Ghoul Ray, or Re, Volume 1. Then, finally finishing up Goodnight Pun Pun, Volume 7. Goodnight Pun Pun, I haven't started yet, I know, but now that I have the entire series, I'm probably just gonna binge read it, which is probably the better way to do it anyway. Maybe, and my god, this artwork. Super nice. I haven't read anything from Minio Asano, which I know means that I'm kind of taking a leap of faith that I'll enjoy Goodnight Pun Pun, especially since I'm not exactly sure if it will be my kind of series, because I'm kind of like a shonen gal at heart, so I kind of like just stories like that, obviously, but I'm not afraid, like, not even really venturing out for me. I read plenty of series. Not plenty, but I've read enough series that are kind of like this that I can think I'll probably enjoy it, because my tastes are pretty diversified. But I do have a preference still, but I think it will be fine. I also just really love the release of Pun Pun. I love the French flaps. But anyway, so Goodnight Pun Pun, Volume 7. I have to reach over here. So this is the one I was a bit, like, not worried, but I didn't exactly know what I showed you and what I hadn't. Because, Right Stuff delayed my order quite a while for this, but finally I got it in, like, late September, middle of September, when I ordered it, like, early August or late July. I think late July. But we have Berserk, Volume 25. I'm pretty positive I haven't shown you this. I've read up through Volume 26 of Berserk, and I do really like it. It is definitely a really good series. I do think some people maybe overhype it some, but that being said, I can understand why. Volume 27, because it definitely has the qualities that appeal to a lot of people. I swear. Anyways, whatever. Yeah, but it's really good. I do like it. I don't think it's the best thing since sliced bread, but whatever. That's an opinion. That's how opinions work. I'd probably still give it like a 9 out of 10. I just don't think it's like a complete masterpiece. But then again, remember, I'm not caught up. So we'll see. And I did get the Golden Age arc stuff spoiled for me. And then this is the last one I have for you, or to show you, which is Volume 30. But yeah, I got the Golden Age stuff pretty spoiled for me before I read it, so I mean there was no surprise value there, and I think that's one of the big drawing factors for people, I guess, is just the shock value. Partly anyway. Okay. Now, because some things fell, I'm going to stop this video here just for now, and I'll be back. So, 1 second. Alright guys, so I'm back, and it's a really good thing actually that what fell, because I realized I forgot to show you one volume. Well, I have more volumes to show you, but there was a volume I forgot about until I checked. And then also, I realized that I said I was going to try doing these videos from the bookshelf angle, and I completely forgot about it. So that's my bad. I'm sorry, but you're just gonna have to deal with it this month or this haul, because I don't really feel like redoing it in that setup. But regardless, so here we go. We have... So the volume I forgot to show you was Terra for Mars, Volume 19. Now, I'm not nearly caught up with Terra for Mars with the physical releases or with reading it. I just have Volume 1 through 3, I think, and 18 and 19. But I figured it's a series I would like to keep up with, so I'm just picking them up as they come out. I may stop, who knows. I may stop picking them up when they come out and maybe try to fill in my backlog and then read it. Though people, I think, give Terraformers shit for no reason, at least the manga, just because like the anime was bad, which I think is kind of bogus. At least that's how I look at how people kind of treat Terraformers. I think it's a pretty fun series, so yeah. Next, we have a big boy that I don't know how I'm gonna show off, but because it's heavy. It is really heavy. So we have the Akira 35th Anniversary Edition box set by Kodansha. Jesus Christ, that thing weighs like 20 pounds. And I guess I'll just show you, because I'm not picking it up and opening it and showing you how it looks in the box, because hell no, that's way too much work. So instead, I'm just going to show you the individual links, and I'm really happy with this release. Also, a disclaimer, I guess, and not really a disclaimer, but I've never actually watched or read Akira, but I saw this was coming out, and it just, you know, I'm just like, yeah, I kind of want that to read it, especially since this is the first time you can read it left to right or whatever, and all this, and like the quality is just really good. But yeah, so first of all, we have this Akira Club. It's not really an art book, it kind of is. I don't know what you would call it, but the quality is so good, you guys. This is like, I don't know if you can tell. I don't want to rip it. But yeah, this is just really nice, really good quality. It's like almost photocopy paper, I swear. It smells really good. I know that's a weird thing to say, but books and how they smell, kind of a big thing to me. I just like how books smell, or paper, I guess. It's just really nice. Let me see if I can find something else to show you. I mean, I guess this works, but I don't know if you can see anything. But yeah, like, this is just a really nice art book, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so that came in there. Then we have the volumes themselves, which, to my surprise, these are quite bigger than I was expecting, like lengthwise, which I guess is a good thing. But we have Akira Volume 1 in this really big book. I'm just gonna leave these in their box because this box is really nice, and I'm just gonna put it on top of my bookshelf. But yeah, so we have Akira Volume 1. We have the quite smaller, as far as width, Akira Volume 2. Yeah, these hardcovers are just super nice. Super impressed with Kodansha. Kodansha's hardcovers typically are just really nice, but of course this one should be even more nice, I guess, because volume 3, because it cost me like $97 for 6 volumes, so that's pretty pricey. So yeah, I do expect quality, but they really did well on this release. Then we have the quite larger than volume 2 and 3, volume 4. As far as width again, because look at that bad boy. So volume 4. But yeah, I can't wait to dig into the series. I know it's a classic. And I've heard kind of the manga is more clear, or like you understand more of what's going on. So I'll probably read this and then probably watch the movie if I'm interested still. But volume... Oh! Sorry guys, I did the wrong one. So volume 5 first, which this is probably my favorite cover. Like, I'm not a super huge fan of the covers of this, but I like them enough as well. But volume 5 with the nice green. Jesus, these are so heavy though. Like, they aren't that heavy. Like, reading them I don't think will be that much of a chore. And also, actually, true. Here, I'll show you something in a second, but we have volume 6 of Akira. So very nice. Now, what I was going to show you is some of the just nice color pages that this comes with, I guess, and to avoid spoilers of any kind, we'll go with the first volume. So, more exactly the first page, but just look at that, like the quality of the paper and the coloring is just so nice. I'll show you the second one as well. So, yeah. So it's just super nice. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. It doesn't look like it, so, alright. So that's Akira. Now I have some, or my DVDs I got, so we have One Piece Season 9, Voyage 3. This takes place during the flashback in Fishman Island, one of the best flashbacks in One Piece, honestly. So obviously you have Fisher Tiger and Otohime and Horty in that. Fishman Island, a lot of people are pretty down on Fishman Island, and I completely understand why. I was too when I was reading it weekly, because, you know, when you go from reading Impel Down and Marineford weekly to then reading Fishman Island weekly, it's a bit of a bit different. But, though I watched Thriller Bark weekly too, but regardless, I can understand why people at the time and still now are pretty down on it. But if you rewatch or reread it, it's actually a pretty good arc. Like, it stands on its own 2 feet pretty well. Like, the ending's amazing too, and the flashback's great. And even Horty as a villain is very unique and interesting in his own right for, like, a One Piece villain. So yeah, I enjoy Fishman Island. But moving on, we have, let's see, Danganronpa 3, the Future arc here, and Danganronpa 3, the Despair arc. One second, let me hold these better. I'm a huge Danganronpa fan. I have been since, like, I don't know, like 2012, 2011 or something. But, Danganronpa 3 I really enjoy. I understand people having issues with kind of some things that happen in it, but for me I was fine with most of it all the way through. But yeah, Danganronpa. This is great. It's Future and Despair. The only thing I warn you against if you're going to get these releases by Funimation is that Future and Despair arc are meant to be watched alternatively So you watch the first episode of Future, then the first episode of Despair, and vice versa. And that's really hard, or at least cumbersome to do in DVD format. Though you can watch them both separately. It's not really recommended you do so, but you can. And you definitely can't watch these without playing Danganronpa 1 and Danganronpa 2. Also, oh, that reminds me. I don't have it to show off. Like I do, but I'd have to get up and get it. But I did get Danganronpa V3, the limited edition for PS4, and also the Vita edition, just regular standard edition for the Vita. And I beat it in like a week, a little less maybe. And it was really good. I don't know if I like it more than Danganronpa 2, but that ending was ridiculous. Like, I can't even explain it. Like, I can understand why people might be negative on it, but for me personally, just how they totally went in with what they were doing, if that makes sense. If you have played Danganronpa 3 V3, you'll know what I mean. The way they just went full in on the idea that they were doing, I guess, at the end there, made it so it was hard for me to criticize it or critique it or be like, oh, that ending is kind of, you know, whatever. I mean, I'm not mixed really, but I'm not negative on it. I'm not sure if I'm like super positive on it, but I don't know, it's really hard to explain. It's like, it's one of the most crazy endings to any video game, I think that's out there, not going to lie. But alright, I definitely can't think of any game with the crazier ending. Though, I mean, I haven't played like every game or even that many, but sorry, I had a cough there. But then, my friend got me this for my birthday, though I already do have this in the Omega edition, but he picked me up Death Note, the complete series, so I'm going to probably still keep it, because why not? So yeah, Death Note. Then I also picked up Hunter x Hunter Set 3, and Viz did something unique with this set, I guess. Instead of the usual 12 or 13 episodes, they put like 24 episodes on here. So that's pretty ridiculous. It gets to volume 50, which is in the middle of probably my favorite arc in Hunter x Hunter, which is the York New City arc. I just think that arc is paced the best and just really intriguing, almost from start to finish. I do love Hunter x Hunter, though sometimes I do think it can be a bit overhyped sometimes. But at the same time, it's super great, super fun. I love a lot of the Chimera Ant arc, not all of the Chimera Ant arc. There's some stuff I take a bit issue with as far as pacing goes. But yeah, Hunter x Hunter is just amazing. It's probably in my top 10 favorite anime, for sure, the 2011 version. So yeah. And the last anime I got is Hyoka Part 1 and Part 2. And I'm really mad, or not, like I'm over it. It looks fine on the shelf. But Part 1 didn't come with the slipcover, so I'm kind of upset with Right Stuff for that. But it really isn't that big of a bother. Like, I can deal with it. I definitely prefer having the slipcover just so it was uniform. In fact, I got Part 1 first, and then I was hoping Part 2 would come without one just so it would be uniform, but I can't bring myself to take the slipcover off when I have it, you know. So, yeah. So, whatever. It's gonna be mismatched. Unless I buy a new one day with the slipcover, which that's kind of a waste. But, so I'll just have to live with it. So then that's pretty much it, except I don't think I showed this off. But I got the reprint for One Piece's 20th anniversary. I got the reprint of the first Shonen Jump that One Piece was like in with its first chapter. It also comes with the JoJo equivalent as well, though I don't care about that one nearly as much. But yeah, so it's pretty cool. I wonder if I can just take this out for you. I probably won't show off the JoJo one, but I'll show you One Piece. Here we go. This is good. So no spoilers because it's the first page ever. Starts differently than the anime though. But so here we have the first page. It's colored with Luffy, Monkey D. Luffy, stabbing himself in the face to prove he is a strong pirate. So Shanks will take him on the journey with him. And yeah. Oh, here's another one. These pages are super flimsy, by the way. But yeah, so here you go with Shanks. The first ever introduction of Shanks. But, so that's all I have to show you for these months. I'm thinking I won't have too much to show you for November and December. I do have some. Just a little heads up, there may be some volleyball anime dub that I may be getting, you know. And then there's also another surprise manga complete series I'm getting, so just little hints of what's in store. What else? And then, yeah, a limited edition or two of an anime. I think one, no, well, yeah, alright, so, yeah, 2 limited editions. I think at least. Okay, I can't put this back in, whatever. But yeah, so I hope you look forward to that stuff, but this is Anime Fist, and I'll see you next time. Alright guys, Anime Fist back here again. Just real quick, I just forgot to show off one thing, and I was literally putting everything away, and then I'm like, oh crap, when I was moving the stuff before, when the video cut off last time, I forgot to bring it back to the bed. So, we have Ryoka no Yusha, the light novel, volume 2. This is a really great read. I read up to like volume 4 or 5 online, well, like a long time ago, before the anime even came out. Around the time the anime was coming out though. And this is a great volume. A lot of focus is put on this character. Let me see if I can find a nice page for you. Here's a nice little drawing, but it's a light novel, like I said, so words. But yeah, so that's all I had to show you. Okay, so now it's seriously goodbye this time, but see ya.